This video will cover Chapter 10. It is the beginning of triangle trigonometry. I will be taking each of these sections bit by bit so that you can go and watch individual sections if you are struggling with any parts of trig. So let's go ahead and we'll look into it. We're going to first look at angles and right triangles throughout this section. And our objective will be converting angles between decimal degrees and degrees and minutes. So, just a little background with this. So, degrees are used in a lot of manufacturing and being able to make measurements that you have something that has a central location and then has two radians that come out. And you need to take and manufacture a wedge or something that will go into that area right there. Also used in carpentry and other trades as well. And so when we talk about a circle and this wedge, or we'll call it a sector later, we want to look at what this space is here, and we call that the number of degrees, but we'll also talk about this later on in a different terminology called radians. But for right now, let's look at degrees. And if I have a whole circle, it is 360 degrees around it. If I have a half of a circle, it's 180 degrees. And so let's take a look at, if I take just a sliver out of here, sorry my pen is not very fine, and let's say that that's 1 degree out of that 180 degrees. And I'm going to pull this down here now and take that, and I'm going to expand that 1 degree, and I'm expand that out, and in here, this 1 degree, I can take and actually put in 60 lines into here, and each one of those would be described as a minute. And so there are 60 minutes in each degree, and so that's indicated right here. And that's indicated with a with the little sign right there, a little quotation mark next to it. And then for each minute, so if I take out one of these, just one little segment here, and then bring that down and expand that, then that will actually be able to be cut up into 60 more sections, and each one of those is described as a second. And so there are 60 seconds in a minute, there are 60 minutes in a degree. Mostly what we'll be doing is we'll just be working to the nearest minute when we're talking about working with our angles. So let's go ahead and look at how to convert back and forth between these. So if we have 17.5 degrees and we want to get that into minutes, what I will do is I'll take and put my actual degrees over here, and then I'm going to bring out the half a degree out here. There's my unit. And we're going to use that method that we've been using throughout the semester on how to simplify units and cross them out. We do know that there are, in 1 degree, there are 60 minutes. And so knowing that, by placing the degree down here, we're able to cancel that unit out, and then we just multiply straight across. And we end up with 1 times 60 is 60, and 2 times 1 is 2. Simplified, that is going to be 30, and we're going to bring our unit over here that's remaining, and that's minutes. And so we then get our whole number value, 17, and we can say that there are 17 degrees and 30 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead then and go the other direction with this. So let's convert this back to degrees, and then let's have that as a decimal form so that we can use that for some calculations later. And so again, what we'll want to do is get our whole number, 72 degrees, and then we'll get our 6 minutes separated out over here. And if we have 6 minutes here, again, if we want to be able to get the unit off of here, we know that 1 degree equals 60 minutes. And so our units will cancel out here and here. We'll multiply straight across. 6 times 1 is 6. And remember, any whole number is always over 1. 1 times 60 is 60. And so this comes out and simplifies to 1/10. And we can divide 1 by 10, and we have 0.1 and bring our unit over degrees. And so now we can say we have 72.1 degrees, which we can use in a calculation later on.